Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 in or near Somerville at Somerville Lake State Park in Texas on a Sunday morning, and this is traveling day. We're going to travel to Goliad State Park, which is about a 3-hour drive, and hopefully Google Maps won't take me through the jungle. Anyway, also, I will upload today the finish of the Somerville Lake State Park trilogy, as it turned out. And the last one is the best one, though. I saved the best for last because what I did there in that video that you're going to like, I think, is I took a shortcut, one of my famous shortcuts. I took a shortcut on the electric trike on a hiking trail. You'll like it. I promise you'll like it. But anyway, what else? Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The current temperature in Bangor is 29.
What's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
The current temperature in Butte is 17 degrees.
What's the temperature in Somerville, Texas?
In Somerville right now, it's 58.
Okay, well, that takes care of the temps. Someone sent me an email and asked me, where I considered home. Well, actually, the way I look at it is home is not where you're from. For me, home is where I'm going. That's I'm going to my home in Goliad today, and then from there I'll go to some other place. Yeah, this is home right here in my Casita 2017 or 2019 Freedom Deluxe, and that's it. But anyway, I've been full-time RVing a long time, so yeah, I'm used to this. And what else can I tell you? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. Yeah, it's a brand new day, so get started. If there's any little project you want, get doing it. And pretty soon we're coming up on the time of New Year's resolutions. Will make you a revolution, really change stuff. You know what I mean? Make your life better in every way you can. And what else can I say? That's about it. We're moving on today. I'm pretty well done on the inside already. When I get up in the morning, as I get out of bed, it only takes a few. I only got about 5 things I have to move, so it's no big deal. But anyway, Janice Williams says, you keep us laughing. Great idea to visit some of the Texas state parks. Texas-sized barbecue. That is a monument. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. Oh, well, give it to me, though. If I don't know, I'll guess. This is Liakotah, liketh all. Okay, liketh all. She says it was boring. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take that boring comment out of there. We don't need negative on that. It was an old video. And what else we got here? Lake Somerville, Van Halen. Kind of looks like those puffball mushrooms. Oh, puffball mushrooms. That's the ones you can squeeze when they're mature and black spores come out like smoke. I'm no expert, though. Just remember, if you ruin your liver on mushrooms, Beer 30 is done. I hear, don't worry, I protect my Beer 30. Sala Yoga. Yeah, that's what it is. S-A-L-A, Sala Yoga. Well, looks like the gators got fed. Well, where do you see the video today? Scotty Thompson got a bunch of them. Here we go. Cool video call, cool video talk, rather. How's the weather in Texas? Pretty good, Scotty. Cool comment call. Thank you for your comment, Scotty, and look forward to your bowling on Thursday night. Wind Song on comment call. Looking for info on your Wi-Fi internet setup. End of November, I drove to Valencia, California. From Valencia, California to Rice, Texas to pick up my Casita Spirit, and during the walkthrough found out the stove that had the controls, what I think is too close to the burners and didn't have auto ignition, turned out to be a deal breaker for me. They don't have auto ignition? No, they don't have auto ignition, but that's not a deal breaker. Hell, you get one of these right here. Get you one of these. There's auto ignition for me. Works perfectly. Turned out to be a deal breaker. Oh, okay. Jonathan Willis was great, and I ordered a Liberty Deluxe with the bigger stove. We'll miss the side banquet. We'll be going to Rice at the end of January to pick it up. If the weather's any good, thank you for your videos. Well, good luck with your new deal. Hangfire 13, hey, how come you never see Rusty and Trikeman at a party together? Well, that's the way it is. Kind of like you never saw Superman and Clark Kent together. Anyway, here's one here. Says Spiderhead says, why is it that I never see Trikeman and Rusty together? Same thing. I'm getting suspicious. They sound somewhat similar, never seen together. I wonder. Thanks for the tour. And here's to the day trippers. Been a long time. Are you really sure you didn't check out some of those shrooms before the video? Well, no, when you see the one today, you'll think I did. It says, keep having fun and bringing us along for the ride. Thank you, Spider-Man. Prairie Night Moon. Let's see, you're here and I'm there. We need to switch places. That'll get you back to camp. Hey, look, there's a guy with the truck and casita like yours. He can tell how you get back. He can tell you how to get back. Yeah, I hear you. Rub it in. Dale Pointer. Trikeman ate that mushroom. Now he's flying high. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Way, way, way in the sky. Yeah, I didn't eat the mushroom, guys, but thank you, Dale. James McMichael. Great video, Mr. T. Trikeman rides again. Thanks for bringing us along. Wait till you see me on the trail today. The hiking trail on that trike. Oh, man. Never take a shortcut with me. Never. Stephen Keys. I wonder how many people at these types of campsites sit in their rig and watch YouTube videos of all the people who are vlogging about their camping experiences. They're probably sitting here in their RVs seeing the park from my videos. Dale Pointer, there's two types. It says, two type of intelligence of the mind. Put the two together and you will find Rusty and Trikeman keeping themselves sane, roaming Texas and enjoying balancing their combined brain. Yeah, I hear you. I'm like a Siamese twin. Anyway, thank you, Dale. Adventures of Fat Hillbilly. Nice setup. Rusty makes me miss my casita. Let me tell you, there's a lady that came in here. She's parked over there on the lakefront, and she's by herself. I don't know. She looked like she might have been in her 60s. I don't know. But she's got she just got a 1998 casita, and I have to tell you, it looks brand new. That's 20 years old, 21-year-old unit. Looks very good. That made me feel good. Prairie Night Moon. There's really nothing spectacular about these little Texas state parks, but I just love them. Maybe it's the peacefulness and the smell of the oak trees. It's just a different place to be, and people like me like variety, and variety is the spice of life for me. This person's name is We Are God. Now there's the guy that did the mushrooms. I know how the stovetop cover becomes a splash guard to the right. Yeah, mine does that. Does okay. It's fine. I have no problems with it. You know, if you don't expect much, you'll never be disappointed, and I don't. Jamie Macon, best Trikeman video so far on Lake Summerfield. I love these adventures. There's more to come. We're just getting started. You know, this is only the 5th day. We're going to do maybe, I don't know how long, the rest of my life. And that, who knows, that could be either a short time or a long time. Everyday Explorer, great riding video with Trikeman. Looks like such a relaxing state park. Go Trikeman. Well, I did. I went, gone. Russell Spade left a link to something. Says, Rusty, YouTube doesn't care about kids. Here's proof. Well, YouTube cares about money, and they got sued. Okay, that's what happened. And yes, Net. She says, where are you? Well, I'm at Lake Summerville right now. Sue Taylor, you sure get around, Rusty. Thanks for keeping a smile on my face. I really enjoy your videos. Well, thank you, Sue. That puts a smile on my face, knowing you enjoy it. Anyway, this is Dennis 78382. Are you Rusty? No, sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not. I got a split personality like Clark Kent. Not many people know who that is, I'm sure. Nicholas Rickford. This person's got a catchy name. Nicholas Rickford Pavlovic Grant. Okay. It just hit me. If someone does not have a home base, just RV living only, then how and when do you register your truck and trailer? I mean, what state would be the home state? Well, you can go to escapees.com and get you an address. Yeah, Texas does it. I think South Dakota. There's several states that you can do that. Dan Frenzel, was that a turtle passing you? Yeah, that was a turtle that flew by me. That speedy object that came by me was a turtle. I hear you. Well, a snail was gaining. A snail was gaining on me. This is on the Solo Woman. I did that video out in at Oliver Lee State Park in New Mexico. This is the same person, Nicholas Rickford. Really love these bio shorts, and that is what makes the Rusty channel, your channel, so great. Learn about RVs, people who RV, and all sorts of great camping areas and parks. Really useful and interesting stuff. Got to get out. Got to get one of your t-shirts. Well, help yourself. Yep. Thank you, Nicholas. Fred Hurst. Place slime in those tires to prevent flat tires. Many brand slime is one of them. Tricone. I've got a bottle of slime, and I'm going to do that when I'm in Goliad. Charles, I should have done it before I went down that trail. You'll see that. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Charles Falk. This is in Lake Summer. We stayed in that unit from the 22nd to Christmas Eve, Site 57. It seems to be the best site in the park, 100 plus campsites, and we had all to ourselves at Christmas. Yeah, it's not crowded here. It's really not. And it is a big park, but I bet you you got a lake here, so you got to know in the summer it's going to be busy. Tom Wilson, thanks for the tour. You're welcome. Valerio Son, I guess. Is that my imagination, or is that an ending, not just a pause? Trackman, it lost, or is he to be continued? Yeah, what it was, two things happened. I mean, there's a pause button on the video, okay? But for some reason, I think I got to hit the little round thing, and that cuts it off. Well, I did that, and I made that mistake again yesterday. And then later, I did pause it using the pause button correctly, and I set the phone down, but when I reached down to pick it up, I touched the button, and there it went. So, these smartphones, you can't touch anything. This is Texas Life Julie on Lake Somerville. The next 3 or 4 are. Okay, now, you left me hanging by the bridge wondering if you made it. Guess I can always turn back and see the barbecue monument. That's really cool. Yeah, well, it's coming. The rest of it's coming today. Roberta Turnipseed, you promised anyhow, loving your Christmas adventures because you are visiting some parks I visit too. I've been to Inks Lake a few times, day tripping. Busher, quick drive though, through, I believe via Bastrop State Park and Goliad for the missions tour, but never Lake Somerville. Yeah, this right here was like a layover waiting for a campsite at Goliad. I wanted a certain one. Brumby Love on Somerville, great video like me and my friends did years ago. We were on our horse, and the big muddy monster was around in the deep woods by the big muddy river in southern Illinois. Fun to be silly. Thanks, you're so fun. All kinds of information about that monster on the internet. Okay, thank you, Brumby Love. Michael S., another interesting ride with Trackman. Question, Rusty, do they have gators in the lake? I'm assuming they do. There's no warning signs that say they do, but you got to know out here in East Texas there's probably a 50-50 chance they do, because we're getting close to the Louisiana border out here. Prairie Night Moon, I happened to run across one of your videos on another site. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, I guess people steal my stuff all the time. I don't know it. Thank you. I'll check it out. Shine Bright, Rusty, I'm laughing so hard till I cried. You're so funny. Great video. Lake Somerville. I didn't think it was that funny. I was serious. I wasn't being funny. Jeez. I mean, I'm out there on that highway. Anyway, Mark 73573 enjoyed this. Dorian Christie, be sure before you eat any wild mushrooms, left a link. If it's a fresh puffball, they are delicious, but some that look like puffballs are poisonous. Okay, well, I appreciate your input. Anyway, she left a long comment about mushrooms, and I appreciate that, Dorian. Anyway, Shane Brown on the tiny home. It says not a very good place for $36,000. For that price, you could have a lot of stuff. Anyway, Shane's going in the trash can. Yeah, if you don't use a lot of bad language, I'll leave that up. But don't go crazy, folks. PJ Bikerful left a link to libertytrike.com. Use the code Rusty50 for $50 off. Thank you, PJ Bikerful. Moose Knuckle, I'm laughing so hard my sides are killing me. That wasn't a yellow brick road. No, it wasn't. I don't know why everybody thought it was funny. I was dead serious. I was doing my best stuff. Michael Tyree, thumbs up, Rusty, saying thank you. Randy Wyrick, Trike Man, you promised not to cut us off, LOL. I hear you. Well, I promise a lot of things and I can't deliver. Well, I got old timer's disease. I hear something else too. Sometimes at the top of the screen, sometimes there's like 4 choices, and there's 2 together. One's good and one's bad. One's a trash can and one's a continue or whatever. Well, this little old finger might jump a little bit, and when it does, adios amigo. Wayne Johnson, loving it. Thank you. William R. Kirkland, good pictures, fine ride. Thanks. The Sassy 777, do me a favor. Don't ride that trike after 2 tall boys. Well, actually, I was stone sober, but I'm naturally stoned. Al Gill, these parks are so secluded. Aren't you concerned about your safety? No, I'm not. Hell, I lived out in Big Bend, in the middle of nowhere for 2 years. No, I don't. I don't think about that much. And of course, I grew up in the country. That gives me an advantage. Taz Mod, hi, Rusty Trike Man. Are the ravens telling all the animals that Trike Man is coming? If they do that, if you get in tune with nature, you'll find out that ravens and birds actually, by their movements and sounds, warn, and the other animals are in tune. They are warned by the birds. Sean Morden, hey Rusty, people will buy a $55,000 bass boat and then fish literally 10 feet from the dock. I'll tell you a story. I had me a boat one time. It was a 150 horse motor on it. It was a ski boat though, and I went fishing one day by myself. Took the boat out and put it in the lake by myself. Went fishing. Didn't catch crap. Came back and there was an old fishing pier on one side of the lake, and there was a guy sitting there, and he was fishing with a cane pole. And of course, I had a fancy rig, And anyway, so I came by and I just floated by real slow, and I said, "Hey man, you catch anything?" He pulled up a stringer with about 10 bass on it. You know what I mean? He was using worms. God dang. Oh, telling you, it's the simple things, isn't it? Anyway, William Bingham, I think I am laughing with the Trike Man who someday will find his way back to camp. Hope he brought his lunch, Mr. Bill. I'm telling you, man. See, these parks tricky. They got a loop, but you go in the loop, and then there's a loop in the loop. Okay, there's a loop-de-loop. But anyway, Michael Tyree, keep on rolling, Rusty. I tell you your videos a lot better than the crap on TV. Good job, Rusty. We'll do it a couple more and we'll shut her down. Taz Mod, hi, Rusty Trike Man. Just how rough is a cob? You never heard that? Rougher than a corn cob? Well, see, the reason they used to say that, people used to use corn cobs to wipe their butts with in the old outhouses. They'd take a corn cob. Well, a corn cob is rough on your butt. So that, when they say rougher than a corn cob, that's partially where that came from. Anyway, Baltic Avenue says, good afternoon. It's light rain and 28 top-up degrees in Embarrass, Minnesota. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Embarrass, Minnesota?
The temperature in Embarrass, Minnesota right now is 33. Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's 22.
Anyway, guys, with that in mind, I'll end the video now, but don't forget to watch part 3. I'm going to be traveling, so I probably won't get it up till around 1 o'clock, or post it till 1 o'clock. And, yeah, but you'll see it today. Yeah, and then I'll do a arrival at Goliad State Park, and that'll be it for today, probably. And then sometime next week, I still got a couple of letters I need to do a mail call. Anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. You know why. Some of you are, and some of you have, and I appreciate that very much. Pat yourself on the back, because it helps a little bit, and a little here and a little there, and the next thing you know, you got over the bridge. But having said that, Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And the only way to really lose weight, folks, I got to tell you, is to eat less. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep through your nose or your mouth. Doesn't matter. Just take a really deep breath. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. What does that do? That relieves stress. And relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes. And then what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day. You'll never regret that. You'll feel better, and you may live healthier a little longer. And then stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. Don't let anybody dump trash in your brain. These are your frontal lobes, your brain, your consciousness. And put in good ingredients, you know what I mean? Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. You know what I mean? Just be your own boss. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and you are your boss. Think about that. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be unhappy. You can be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. There's a little... Anyway, adios, amigos. Third part coming up soon. Adios, amigo. Bye-bye.